it is always fear that holds us back from achieving greatness. No matter who we are, and no matter what our life path might be, it's that fear that can hold us back because we have to become willing to step into some unknown portion of ourselves, and that occurs in our consciousness. And I feared myself for most of my life. And then many years ago, that fear became even greater because I left my business, I left my job, and no one could understand why I was doing that. I wasn't even sure either. And I was still really afraid because I suffered so much. Because now I'd given up all my money, didn't know what I was going to do. But then I knew why. Because I was meant to bring something to the world that could help any person live the life they're supposed to have. There would have been no other reason for me to have gone through all the difficulty and challenges that I did throughout my life and to have them resolved and healed and for me to be here now. There was no other reason. Except the other thing that happened, I started understanding the science of it all, how we evolve, how our consciousness works, why it holds us back, and why we can't achieve certain things in our lives, but also in the world. And then I had to look at these 36 years of my life and sitting and receiving this information, and then it turned into a quantum philosophy that could change anyone's life and our world. And I'm the living proof of it at 75. So that's why I am today deciding not to be afraid, because I don't want you to be that way. Because the fear will be the thing that you have within you that you're just holding back and blocking. We all do it. Doesn't matter who you are. I was thinking the other day, we always need guidance. We always want help. That's how I started. That's how I began asking for help. Then when I was 36 years old, I was working for a guy, this billionaire, and he would call me in to his office to talk, to ask me questions. I didn't know why he was doing that, because he sensed that I knew something that I didn't even know. And that was my intuitive abilities, my consciousness, whatever it was, but I was still afraid of it. But now that's over, because what now has happened, so I created that I was given that thing that can take any single person to living the life of their dreams. I can say that unequivocally now, because I know that it's true. I've seen the science of it, and this work does the job. It's only from accessing this information that it was able to happen. Everyone's not going to believe that, but this is why we are moving through this change in our world, so more of us can come to that higher state of consciousness, and that's what I was given. But I did suffer like you might have in your life, but now is the time to change it, when you start to stop being afraid of yourself and move forward. And that's what I'm doing. Enjoy this work, because I want everyone to see it now, because it is here, it's complete, and it can lead you to your greatness, because it's always within you. Always. See you soon.